Morning, it's Elaine with Elaine's Custom Cards. This is the card we'll be doing today, and the supplies to make this card came from this Toll Tidings suite, and I'm using this stamp set. I'm going to use the bird, the cardinal, making him red. We're using this sentiment, and these little things, images here. And then there are dies that go with this stamp set. If you buy them together, you can save 10%. This is a whole bundle. And it's very pretty paper. I'm sure if you've been watching these videos on YouTube, you've probably seen this paper. But we're going to be using this, and it's the red on one side and the garden green. This is real red. And the same with this one, red on one side, green on the other. And here's some checkerboard, or gingham. And this is another one that's a little different. But they're all red on one side and green on the other. So I thought this one was really cute here with the animals on it. Anyway, this is the paper we're using. So let's get started on this card. I kind of took my inspiration looking at this bird here, this card. Changed it up just a little. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, show you what I used. I used these, they're called Holiday Rhinestone Basic Jewels. They are in the holiday catalog, so we used those. And I'm using the ribbon that was in this suite. I'm going to emboss, or I did emboss, this piece. First, let me show you how I put it together. This is very vanilla, and it is 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. Then I took a piece of real red. Oh, my little pieces. I have a little trouble picking things up, but there. Okay, I used real red cardstock. And what I did, this piece, I wrote it on the back here, is 5 1/4 by 4. And I took these stitched rectangle stitch framelits, and I used the third from the largest to die cut the center of this out. Then I took, okay, we're going to use this piece. Then I took the fourth from the largest to cut out a piece of, I embossed this, probably this size, which is, this is for the inside, and it is 4 7/8 by 3 5/8. And I embossed one about that size, and then, or you can do smaller, and then I die cut it with this one. And then I took my piece of DSP, and it is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8, and I cut the center out of that and set it aside, and I'll use it on another card. So that's all the die cutting I did, other than I stamped the bird with Memento Black ink, and I stamped this stem, or whatever it is, with Memento Black. And then the colors I used Stampin' Blends to color. And I colored my bird with the light real red first, and then did a little bit of highlighting with the dark, and then I blended it. And then I colored his beak with dark So Saffron, colored the tip of it with light Calypso Coral, and then blended it with this one. And then for the branch, I colored the berries with the dark Real Red, and then the leaves are light and dark Granny Apple Green, and the stem is light Soft Suede. And then I stamped this with Soft Suede, and I stamped this with Soft Suede, and then I stamped these two with Pear Pizzazz, and then just the tip of, I inked up just this part right here and just kind of stamped it there so it would have something on the inside. And those are my pieces and parts. And so the only thing left is to put it together. So the first thing I'm going to do, I think, is glue this red frame to the front. I think that's the easiest way to do this. Get all this stuff out of the way. I have a really small desk, so I have to make room. I'm trying to get some Christmas cards made. I really like making cards with flowers, so I'm going to have to come up with some Christmas cards with flowers on them. And I like the birds. This is Bird Week. So I'll put that piece on there first. Then I'm going to glue this little frame on the front. I like new bottles of ink, but boy does the ink come out. Or ink, glue. So we're going to center that so you have a really small border of the red. This is Real Red cardstock. Put that on there. Then I'm going to adhere these two together. Center this on there, like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue this to the front of my card. Get all this much gluing done, and then we'll be doing glue dots and dimensionals. Okay, let's go ahead and glue this to the inside. Like I said, this piece is 4 7/8 by 3 5/8. If you cut your cardstock, and I can't remember who did the video, you can take a piece of cardstock and instead of getting only 4 inside panels, you can get 5 by cutting them this size, which is nice. So the inside's done. Now let's concentrate on this side. So I'm going to take my branch, see if I can get some glue without too much glue, because I don't want a lot of glue on here oozing. So be very light on the glue on this. Just little dots here and there. I think I got some on my surface, and I knew it. I was going to do that. Should have put my silicone mat down, but that's okay. There. Okay. Now I'm sticky. So what you want to do is put this down kind of low so your bird will fit, but not too low, and you don't want it to go over the edges. So, and you need to leave room for your sentiment. So right about there. Like so. Okay. And then you need your Stampin' Dimensionals. I hid them somewhere. Here they are. And we're going to put 3 on the back of the sentiment. And then we're going to put them on the back of our bird, our little red cardinal. I was looking up, or I saw this picture of cardinals, and they come in all different colors, and I thought they were only red, but you can find them in several colors. I saw a real pretty picture of a blue one. I thought, wow, that's really pretty. So let's get this on the tail so that our tail sticks up. If that's too long. Don't want a saggy tail. Okay. And I'm going to put this piece right there. Then I'm going to do a really small piece from right here on his feet. Just so the feet kind of stick up a little bit like that. Okay. So I'm going to start by putting my sentiment down. I thought this card was cute. So wherever you think looks good, I kind of wanted some leaves behind it. And when I use the die cut, I die cut one of these, and this is I think it's garden green. Yeah, this is garden green. And then I cut one of this leaf, and then I cut one of these little swirls and one of these, and this is Pear Pizzazz. So I die cut those also to use. So the next thing I'm going to do is position this bird where I want him, because then I'm going to put the leaves and the ribbon around. But I want the bird on the branch first. So we're going to put that bird, don't want his tail sticking over the edge. You want him on that branch. But his feet are going to kind of be covered up, so people aren't going to see his little feet. And then I took a glue dot and put on the back of this bow. Let's find a bigger glue dot here. I have some big glue dots and some small glue dots. And I try to buy different sizes so I have what I need. Okay. Then I'm going to take, and I think what I did was, let's see, I believe I cut this right here. I'm going to put the lid on that. Okay, so I have 3 pieces of the leaves. And then I took a small glue dot, I think those are the big ones, yeah. Put a small glue dot right there. that. Put each one of these on a glue dot. Oops. Oh, he's on there. Okay. And then I just started layering them. Guess I need that one. Okay. Kind of just around to give it some extra bit of green here. And because the ribbon's going to kind of cover up, or is going to cover up most of his feet. So I put some of these around, put this one kind of underneath, like so. I guess it would help if I put it on there right. Okay. Okay, then I took these, and this was a challenge because they're so thin. I took these glue dots, and they're tiny, and I kind of rolled it. And then I put them down here, kind of where I wanted to put that swirl. And just kind of tucked it under there. Like I said, most of this is going to be covered up by that ribbon. And I did the same thing with this one. Kind of roll that up. Put it on there. Maybe. Very sticky glue dots. And then I kind of just stuck it on here so it would be stuck to his feet. Okay, and then I took my ribbon and I lifted this because I kind of wanted it over the top of the ribbon. Well, I'll lift it after. And I literally glued the ribbon to his feet. Glue dotted the ribbon to his feet. And I lifted this up and put it over the top. I think there's some glue dot on there of this bow. It's like so. And if you see that, like I can see some of this thing sticking out right here, and I didn't want that there. So I just cut that piece off. So it looks like so. Just like that. A little bit fussy, but it turned out pretty. And then I took my rhinestones. Oh, that one looks broken. So I'll take one of these. Now you could certainly use the glitter enamel dots. I just had these out, so these are the ones I'm using. So I put one on each side of the sentiment, and then one on one of these. Let's see, I'll put it on this tufted dot. And there's your card. The only fussy part is coloring, and I think I need more glue dots on there. But anyway, this is our card for today. You can add more glue dots under there to get that ribbon to stick better. I hope you like it. If you like this card, give me a thumbs up, and you have a blessed day. Please comment. Sign up on my website, ElaineDotson.StampinUp.net. You can order there. You can sign up as a demonstrator under me. Anyway, you have a blessed day and have fun stamping.